Welcome back to Daytime Live. Right now we're joined by Dontae Matthews, who is the Education and Information Officer at the Island Traffic Authority, and he's here to talk to us about youth and road safety. Welcome, Dontae.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's our pleasure, because this is something that we're all passionate about and need some more information. So it seems that our drivers are getting worse and worse each year. So my question to you is, has incidents reduced on the road this year? And what would you say are the main cause of accidents?
All right, so we're seeing a reduction when it comes to crashes and also the fatalities. So up to this morning, we have recorded 284 deaths. And when we compare that figure to last year this time we recorded 337. So we're seeing a reduction there. We're also seeing a reduction in the amount of crashes. And when we talk about the main causes, the main one is speeding.
Okay.
With no regard to condition. So whether it rains or it shines, persons are speeding. The next one we have overtaking improperly or failure to keep to the proper traffic lane.
Yeah.
So you should be in the right lane. You see people ending up in the left lane. You're overtaking without checking if there's a broken or unbroken line. You don't look in your mirrors, or you're distracted and you end up drifting.
You forget that there's actually an indicator on your car that's actually for
in
use.
Jamaica, sometimes I have to wonder if the indicator.
Do they know how it works? Yeah, you learn.
And we also have another main cause, pedestrians walking or standing in the middle of the road. So those are some of the main causes of the fatalities. And when we look at the top 3 categories, motorcyclists, they're the leading category. We have lost 90 motorcyclists so far for the year. And when we compare that to last year, it's the same number we lost last year, 90.
So it's not getting no better.
Not getting any better. We have lost, and then we have pedestrians, the second category, and then we have private motor vehicle drivers.
So that's the top 3 categories?
Top 3 categories.
So motorcycles, pedestrians, and taxis?
Private motor vehicle drivers.
Oh, okay. Okay, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, because, I mean, when you, motorcycles, sometimes I wonder if many of them even know the road code.
I have to wonder.
You know, because I'm happy that the crashes have gone down. I would love to know what is the main contributing factor to that, so that we can help to strengthen that. As far as information is concerned, I think that is what these motorcyclists need, because a lot of them, it's almost like stoplights don't even apply to them nowadays.
And you know, the Island Traffic Authority, well, the road safety unit is a part of the Island Traffic Authority, and we work alongside the National Road Safety Council, and we train motorcyclists in hotspot areas across the country. So just the other day, we were in Green Island, Hanover. We also went to Mountainside, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland. You know, the west is where the hotspot areas are, and we have a program called the Motorcycle Outreach and Training Program, where we have presentations on safety gear, road safety, vehicular safety. And what happens after that program, they get free helmets, because we realize an issue. Down the west, they have a group called No Helmet Crew, No Headlight Crew.
Wow.
And so we try our best.
No headlight crew.
Oh, boy.
Some of them remove the mirrors too from the motorcycles.
Okay.
And we wonder, how do you see when you don't have a mirror? How do you see behind you?
Yeah.
And so that program, we concluded Green Island the other day. And now we're looking at the next hotspot so we can target that area, train, because we have an issue when it comes to slippers, driving motorcycles in slippers, shorts, no helmet, no elbow pad, no shin, nothing.
Yeah. I don't think they know. When I was young, when I was 19, I had a motorbike, and I had a Virago 250, because that's all you're allowed. When you just learn to drive, you're only allowed, so I had to do my certified basic training. And something that they would bang into our heads is that when your skin, so when you meet in an accident, and that the hardest thing, it's easier for you to mend a bone or mend whatever is broken, but when it comes to your skin, that's
it's a little bit trickier in Jamaica, though. I mean, not to get too deep into this topic, but it's a little bit trickier, because in Jamaica you have a kind of reverse way of educating, where a man skill if him can get through couple cherry, and him all right now, I skill him, and if him can ride bike without mirror or without helmet, I skill him.
And we tend to praise things like
so and that is where I think the root of the problem, especially for motorcyclists, is, because the more of a daredevil you are, is the better of a rider you are said to be, which don't really make any sense, because what you're doing is endangering yourself and other people.
And other people. Because we all have have to share the roadway with
Precisely.
other persons on the road. And a part of our public education, because we go to schools a lot. I was just in St. Elizabeth yesterday, and one of the issues that was brought up is that we have students driving to school illegally. So you know the age for a permit, which we're going to get to, is 17, the minimum age. 17, you have 15, 16-year-olds driving motorcycles to school, driving cars to school, and what they do, they park the car or the motorcycle down the road
so
that the administrators don't see that they're driving. And
So you
I did
say
mention that a while ago, still, because I want to know what the different classes of driver's license are.
Okay,
under the
so
Road Act.
you know that we're used to private and general. So under the Road Traffic Act 2018 and Regulations 2022, which got implemented on February 1, there are 3 new classes. So we have Class A, which would be for motorcycle. We have Class B, which would be for private purposes, so wide plate vehicles. Once you're going to operate a vehicle that's a wide plate and not for hire and reward, that's a Class B. Now, Class C is that category where you operate vehicles for hire and reward. And we consider that general, right? So that's where you have commercial, taxis, the big trucks, trailers, all of those things.
Okay.
Finally, you kind of revising it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, no longer will the motorcyclists be driving on that learner's permit
forever.
They have to get a driver's license now for the motorcycle.
So for our new drivers, especially our youth who are going to get their learners soon, what are the new provisions that you have in place? What are the procedures for them?
All right. So as I mentioned earlier, they have to be at least 17 years of age. And under the Road Traffic Act, they have to sit a road code test. So, back then you could just go to tax office, pay $1,500, and you just get your permit to carry your photo. Now, you have to make an appointment to sit a road code test. And that appointment can be made via email, or if you live near a depot or you prefer to go to a depot, we have 14 examination depots across the island, one in each parish. You can visit the depot, set an appointment to sit the road code test. But if you don't want to go to the depot to make the appointment, you can send an email at driver's license, and that license is spelled with 2 C's, so LICENCE at mtw.gov.jm. And in that email, you will state your name, date of birth, your address, TRN. You want to state the depot that you wish to take the test, and you will get a date set for you.
Dontae, ladies.
How can we find you on social media?
All right, Island Traffic Authority on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And in addition to the road code test, you now have to submit a medical.
Oh, beautiful.
So learner drivers will now have to, applicants for a learner's permit will now have to submit a medical. And that medical, once you make the appointment, you get that form sent to you. It's also on our social media pages. On our Instagram, there's a link tree in the bio. Once you click it, you see all the forms.
Beautiful.
You also see the Road Traffic Act and the regulations.
All right, Dontae, yes, for real. Yes, for real. Not information. So we'll need to go over to your social media account at Island Traffic Authority, and you find everything on new rules implementing.
Yes.
So go over there and check it out. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Later on, we'll be right back, and we have a video from Taurus Riley. We'll soon go.